I get this question constantly. Beth, are you dating anyone? And when I say no, people get this look on their face like I just told them I lost something. And so today I want to talk honestly about dating after 60. This is not a long video. We could talk about this for months. But why for me I'm choosing not to is and why I'm very content with that decision. Welcome back to Beth Solo Life. This channel is about living solo after 60, and I just want to say up front, this is not an anti-dating video. And if you are dating, if you're in a wonderful new relationship at 65, I'm genuinely happy for you. Like, I am really happy for you. This is just my honest answer and, why I've chosen not to. And, when people find out that I'm not dating, there's often this assumption that I must be missing something, or that I just haven't tried hard enough, or that, deep down secretly I'm sad about it. And, maybe sometimes I feel a little bit sad, but I kind of want to push back on that, because not dating isn't the same as failing at dating. And it's kind of both for me. But right now for me, it's a choice. And, one of the biggest reasons is this. I spent decades in marriage and raising children, and that was a wonderful chapter of my life. And I spent a lot of those years though adjusting myself, compromising my life around someone else's. And now, for the first time, I know exactly who I am, and without any of that shaping. And honestly, to be honest, I'm not in a rush to hand that clarity over to a new dynamic where you have to relearn how to share space, compromise on the little things, and negotiate my time, all over again. And I think there's this cultural idea that a woman's life is somehow on hold until she has a partner again. And I just don't experience my life that way at all. I mean, my days are full of purpose. I have friends, I have projects, I have a full-time job, I have 5 grandkids. And so dating for me would have to add something to a life that already feels complete, and rather than filling a gap. And that's just not what I plan to do. And I just don't feel like I'm missing anything. And so, I'll also be honest about the practical side. For me, is dating takes energy. It takes emotional energy. The vulnerability of getting to know someone new, blending routines, managing expectations. And honestly, at this stage, I'm very intentional, about where I spend my energy right now. And I'd rather pour it into my friendships, my family, my own growth, and yes, this channel. I'd rather do all of that than building a new romantic relationship. So, I mean, if you're considering dating after 60, and, I don't want this video to talk you out of it. That's not the purpose of it. Companionship, romance, partnership, those are all wonderful things. And plenty of women that I know and admire have found real happiness sharing their relationships later in life. And especially those who have been married for 40 years. And I just admire and respect them so much. And so this is just something that I'm choosing to do. It's not something that I'm obligated to want because I'm supposed to. And, I know the difference between loneliness and pushing myself toward dating. And, I'm stumbling, but what I found is that love and connection I get from my friendships and my family, and my own relationship with myself really fills the space that I think a romantic partner might have filled in another chapter of my life. And it just doesn't look the way it used to, and that's okay. My life is full, it's real, and it's mine. And I'd love to know where you land on this. Are you dating? Are you not dating? Are you somewhere in between and just figuring it out? And there's no wrong answer here. But I hope you'll drop a comment and tell me your take. I'm genuinely curious, what you're choosing at this stage of your life. And I appreciate you letting me be honest. I know this is not a popular subject. There are a lot of women who have been married forever and are choosing to be single, and there are women over 60 who are maybe chose a solo life, and they met someone special, and they've entered into a relationship with that person at the stage of their lives and enjoying a fun chapter of adventure. And I love that. It's just not something I'm choosing for myself, excuse me, at this time. So, but I hope you will join me for future videos. I'd love to share some videos of solo adventures and solo dates. And so I appreciate you spending time with me today. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel and find out what else there is to learn about living a solo life. Thank you.